Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Infinitode 2. So let's continue to review the latest update 1.9, and today I will be sharing with you my thoughts about the brand new level 6.6, the mechanics, the things I've been able to discover about the level, and then also the new active bonuses, so the new mechanic that's been introduced with this level that the developer has said that it will be added in the future, also to other game modes and to other things on the game. Now, just to showcase this level, I will be playing on Endless because I have all max research, so in that way it's going to be easier to show you what I've been able to find. And yeah, let's jump into the level. Now, this level is going to be 6.6, that means that to unlock it, you're going to need at least 1 star on 6.5, and of course, all the previous levels are unlocked. You're also going to need Tensor and Infer, 5000 of each to unlock it. And yeah, once you do that, then you can access to the level. There will be different milestones that you can achieve and different unique rewards up to wave 150. Also the stars, if you can survive and beat wave 126, that's when you earn the 3 stars. All enemy types other than fast and armored, if I remember correctly. And also this portal will spawn no bosses unless you specifically use an active bonus that is gonna make it spawn a boss. But other than that, there will be no clear boss being spawned. And yeah, it's gonna have its own specific quest that you can complete and you can unlock. Now, I'm gonna just try to show you here the mechanics on the active bonuses, because of the fact that this level is pretty unique. Enemies will be able to walk on platforms by default, so even if you play on easy mode, enemies will have to walk on platforms. And remember, every time that enemies can walk on platforms, that means that you can use towers to create a path that enemies will be forced to follow. And so that's the idea. And this is, I don't know, this just an example, right, of something that a path that you could be creating if you wanted to make the to force enemies, you know, to take more time to reach your base. So that's the first thing. Now, with the latest mechanics on the game, now you can also use modifiers, right? Remember, you can also use modifiers to block the path to force the enemies on the other way around. But if you're blocking the path with a tower and a modifier, enemies will prefer walking on top of modifiers instead. And remember, the modifiers do not get disabled if enemies walk on top of them. Instead, towers do get disabled if enemies walk on top of them. So you can use this kind of mechanic to like use both modifiers, and not really to block the path. You use towers instead, but then you use modifiers in the path of enemies, because even if enemies walk on top of them, but it doesn't matter, right? Because of the fact that they will not get disabled. And this is a feature that you can use also on levels such as Rumble. And so now enemies will walk on top of modifiers, prioritizing walking on top of modifiers rather than walking on top of towers. So that's a great change. Now, other things about this level is the fact that there is a global effect multiplier here that is going to reduce the range only up to 65% of the total. So depending on how much research you have and all the stuff, you're going to be losing like 35% of your range. That being said, that's it. The portal is going to have 260% difficulty base. And this, of course, is endless with 150%. So that's why the portal, it's harder. But on normal, it should be 260. And on the bottom left, that's where you can find this new mechanic called active bonuses. Now, this works as many other mobile games. So it means that once you reach a certain requirement of enemies killed, you can choose between 3 different options, so 3 different bonuses. These bonuses, I found up to like 25 unique different bonuses, so there could be even more. So these bonuses can be global, can be affecting your damage, your attack speed, your efficiency of your towers, the upgrade level of your towers, of your miners, stuff about like coins, or any aspect of the game can be affected by these bonuses. And now the only thing that, based on my tasks, will be affecting which bonuses come out is the amount of abilities you have equipped. So if you have 6 abilities equipped, it doesn't matter if you play on endless, on easy, or on normal, you're always gonna have this. So wait a second, I'm gonna just place yeah, right here, missile. All right, that should solve my issues. Yeah, flying enemies. All right, that's it. So because of all the enemy types, there are no fast enemies spawning, so that means that my missile can damage all enemy types. Now with the third ability, I can attack even airborne enemies. As I said before, remember, the only thing that will change which bonuses appear is the amount of abilities you have equipped. So with 6 abilities, these are the 3 bonuses that will always appear first. So these bonuses are determined. That means that they're always going to be the same ones, and depending on your choice, so for example, this is the first time, right, that I have the bonuses. So depending on which choice I have, this choice will determine which 3 next bonuses will appear. So each choice is determines which next bonuses will be appearing. So if I choose this one, 3 bonuses will appear. If I choose this one, 3 bonuses will appear. If I choose this one, other 3 bonuses will appear. Sometimes bonuses will overlap, sometimes they're gonna be all different. It just depends. In this case, out of the 3, I think the best one is to go for more attack speed. It decreases attack speed of all your towers, which is nice. And again, I'm gonna just play a bit longer to unlock the second level. You can have up to 15 of these bonuses. You can see here the number. So either leveling them up, because remember that each bonus, if you find it again, you can activate it again, and you're gonna enhance its effects. So for example, going from 50% to 30% attack speed to 45%. This particular bonus can be upgraded up to 3 times. And some bonuses have a unique effect, so only 1 level out of 1. Some bonuses will have 2 levels, sometimes 3, 4, or 5. So here we go, the second stage. And these are the next bonuses that I can choose. You can see even abilities sometimes are affected by it, coins. In case this is a overall gameplay, like having enemies doing damage. These are enemies, and that's it. Now, as I said before, the only thing that will change which bonuses appear is gonna be changing the amount of abilities. So, for example, if I just deselect here all abilities, I do this. So I play only with 1 ability, because unfortunately I don't know if I can somehow remove even the ability. I don't know if you can actually remove them, but anyway, if I just play with 1 ability, you're gonna see that now. Yeah, here we go. The bonuses will be different. So the bonuses that will be appearing will actually be different. And this happens when you have no abilities, when you have only 1 ability, when you have 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So depending on how many you have, it's gonna change. So here we go, the boost is available. You can see that now it's different. See, I can multiply current maximum DPS by 2. And again, very early on, this is very bad, because like your maximum DPS increases very quickly from the early waves until the later waves. So this is bad. Sometimes bonuses will not be possible to get them because of the fact that you need certain requirements. In this case, I can't upgrade any further the upgrade level of my miners because of the fact they're already max level. So yeah, that's why I can't get it. Or third option, in this case, that bounties can be placed close to other bounties. This is more like quality of life change. Yeah, let's go, I don't know, for this one, right? Out of the 3, sometimes you're gonna have to choose the best bonus, even though like all of them might not be good. So that's why I recommend you to test, to try different bonuses, different passives, to see which path, so depending on which bonus you choose, is gonna actually allow you to have the best outcome possible. At the very end of this video, I'm gonna share with you which, in my opinion, is the best combination of abilities and the best combination of bonuses to unlock the best possible outcomes, so the best appearances. And I can see here another ability that another bonus I can get because of the fact that it requires to have 1 ability with less than 5 charges. This coins per minute, and this is again enemies giving appearing from miners every time you mine 5 resources. And so for example, if I go for this one and then I use the scholar, right? So every time I mine up to 5, 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, some enemies are spawning. I see 1 1, there we go. So yeah, and these enemies are also carrying a resource. I can see that they're carrying matrix, right? It looks like matrix. So let's see if I'm actually gaining matrix here. I can see it because it should be on the purple loot, but I see like a small icon right there. What is this icon? Yeah, I think it's matrix, right? I see matrix. So yeah, that's how it looks like, right? And again, there are unique bonuses. I think I haven't even been able to discover all of them, because sometimes bonus, like, they're gonna appear again. You can see here coins per minute. I also had the ability to choose this bonus before, so it's appearing again. Now it's giving me more coins per minute, again the max DPS ones, or reducing the cost of loop. Now abilities, you don't have to choose them right away. You can wait, you can wait, so it's not like a must to unlock them. But just remember that the amount of enemies is still stacking, so if you let enough time pass, that means that then you will be able to unlock multiple bonuses at once, because like you are reaching the requirements for the next bonus right away. And you can also reroll them for accelerators, but I don't really recommend you to use accelerators, because like the more you go into the game, the more you're gonna need, and then like it becomes insanely expensive. So yeah, I recommend you to try to go for the least bad bonus, in case you might be having like to choose between pretty bad ones. And remember that like sometimes bonuses might be bad depending on certain situations, but in other ones they might be good, right? If you wanna decrease energy costs, or if you're gonna like go for leaderboard, stuff like that, then maybe this one can be very, very important. Or if you're maybe later on in the game, you can just hold this bonus until like you're in wave, I don't know, maybe 200 300, and then you can use this one, so you can double the maximum DPS, and so forth. So depending on like your need, you can just go with different gameplays, and you can choose different things. And yeah, so you can see different ones. Sometimes you're gonna have like quality of life improvements, sometimes it's gonna be affecting your tower, sometimes it's gonna be affecting your enemies, and so forth. Now, as I said before, I've done some tests and I've seen that when you go with 5 abilities, so if I equip here 5 abilities, like I don't know, Thunder, let's go for Smoke Bomb, let's go for Firestorm, Ball Lightning, and Overload, right? If I go for these 5, which I think are pretty legit, maybe I could remove Ball Lightning, I can choose something else, but let's go for these 5. I've seen that this combination is gonna actually allow me to have the best bonuses, interaction and combination going through. And yeah, this is gonna be the longest gameplay I'm going to be playing, because I wanna actually show you all the bonuses up to level 15. It shouldn't be taking long because I'm playing on Endless with max research. So that's the first bonus, you can see right here. And now this one, look here, is gonna allow you to actually have an initial bonus to choose from every time. So for the next 14 levels, I can have an extra bonus I can choose from. And this is actually makes a ton of difference, because sometimes the 3 bonuses that you can choose from are actually very bad. But if you go for that one instead, then you are increasing your chance of actually getting a better bonus. So let's go here for some more coins, some bounties, right? It's always nice to have that. In this case, for example, all divas lasting longer. Remember, this is stun, this is venom, venom level 20, right? Burning, slow, the extra experience, coins, throwback, Gauss level 10. So any debuff that you can think about can last longer. So I think it's a very, very valid and very good bonus to choose from. Alright, let's go for, I have 5 bounties. Let's go for a bit more. Here I can just have my missile to be the only tower. Here. And yeah, here we go. This is, in my opinion, one of the strongest bonuses that you can choose. It's gonna make enemies receive 5% more damage for every active debuff or buff type on them. So remember, Venom level 20, slow, burning, extra experience, vulnerability, stun, knockback, like extra coins, anything can make enemies receive more damage, and it's percentage that can stack. So if you have like 6 debuffs, you are doing 30% more damage to enemies. And if you choose this path, as I'm going to show you, you can even increase that. You can increase this bonus up to 20%. And that's why I think that this combination, like having 5 abilities and choosing these bonuses as I'm showing you, it's actually one of the strongest ones. I haven't really tried that many, so there might be some better combinations, especially if you go for like leaderboards or runs, or if you need something else. But yeah, I like this combo a lot. Then right here, these 4 bonuses are not really that great, but between these 4, I think going for more platforms is actually useful, because this is going to allow you to have a platform right there, and therefore you can, like for example, place a blast, and you can have the stun, you can have the throwback, right? Then you can have vulnerability. You can add up to 3 different debuffs on enemies, and remember, it's very, very important. Here we go. At this stage, I think I go for coins per minute here. Let's go for another bounty. There should be another bounty slot right there, right? That's the other platform that was added, and also this one was the other platform, the final platform. So the amount of coins you get from this bonus right here depends on like the amount of bounties you have, the amount of coins you're generated that far. So if I go right here, right, you can see that so far I'm able to earn 46,000 coins, like a bit less when I choose this bonus. So depending on that's the bonus here. So it scales up depending on this number. So the higher this number, the more coins per minute you gain. That's how it works. And remember, here you can choose, you can place even other debuffs. So right here, I can increase now, see, the level of a bonus I already have. So from 5%, I can get now 10% more damage for every debuff that I apply. And I don't know, let's go here for Venom. Random, alright, so that's some more debuffs. Then let's go for the slow right here. So I'm forcing enemies to go on this top path. Maybe I can also go for like splash right here for the experience debuff. Remember now, splash level 3 can give a bonus experience debuff. On this one, you go for the extra miner installed. Right here, it should be installed, it should be Tensor. Alright. So it's third. This is max endless, remember. But I'm just trying to apply here debuffs. There's also for multi-shot, bonus coins. Remember, the more you upgrade it, the more bonus coins the enemies drop. Just go for second and then first, so you can try to put this debuff on as many enemies as you can. Then here you go for this one right here. So every 5th enemy, they drop resources. Then another debuff that could apply here is yeah, burning, I think. Let's go for a flamethrower. Also for the search modifier. Maybe last, yeah. That's vulnerability as well. And at this stage, that's when you go for more attack speed. Alright. First and second ability, alright. There's also the snowball, it's another debuff. It's only gonna be on one enemy, but it's another debuff that you could apply. So here what I'm doing is I'm trying to place and have as many towers as I can that apply debuffs on enemies. And at this stage, you add even more platforms, right? You should have another platform up here. You can put another blast. You could put another freezing to have even more percentage damage, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Because like the last debuff that I should have is the debuff from Crusher. But I think that maybe it's the same debuff as Splash, level 3. So it might be the same debuff. At this stage, you choose to upgrade even further. The enemies receive more damage for every debuff. You see now it's 15%. For power. Yeah, I could also like do this, right? So just making my missile and my multi-shot to just level up a lot faster. I have a lot of coins, so I could do that. Then right here you go for like all these 4 as well are not that great, but between the 4, if you want to have the next ones that are good, you have to go for more bounties. So bounties allowing nearby towers to gain coins. So that means that even if you place a bounty, I don't know, like right here, close to a missile, you still can gain coins by killing enemies with missile. That is the main problem of bounties, that if you place it close to a tower, then nearby towers do not gain coins for enemies killed. When you go for this bonus, now bounties do not have that effect anymore. Let's go for, yeah, the ultimate. Now remember, the ultimate from Flame Tower makes enemies, burning enemies, to receive 12% more damage for every enemy that is close to them. Now right here you go for even more platforms. And again, you can use these platforms to place more towers in case you might need to. You can place more bounties. I don't know. It's just up to you. You can place like 2 more bounties. Just like that. Here maybe I can place like modifiers. Yeah, just depends. Like this is just a very quick gameplay to show you, in my opinion, the best progression for bonuses. And then right here you go for, what is it, like attack speed, I think, because for the next one there should be even more damage from debuffs. Yeah, here we go, level 10. And this should be 15 levels. Yeah, here we go. So enemies receive up 20% damage for every active debuff. And again, remember, if you think about like applying a mean amount of 6 debuffs, that means that you're doing 120% more damage to every enemy. And in my opinion, that's like insane. And the yeah, so that's like my personal favorite route of bonuses and how to get them. And of course, this is max endless. This is with all the research, so it's very important. And I think it doesn't really matter which bonuses you have. Instead, if you're playing on normal, it becomes, I think, more relevant and a lot more important which bonuses you choose. So I hope that you were able to take inspiration from it. And again, remember, you can force enemies to go a longer way around if you place towers and you force them to walk like this, for example. This right here, like that, go upwards and reach here, they do this, and yeah, here we go, like that. And that way you can see that the path the enemies would follow. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it just appeared for a moment, but the enemies are gonna follow this top side, then they're gonna turn, because like there's a tower here that's blocking their path. So even if they could walk on top of a modifier, but there is a tower. So then they go downwards, they walk on top of all these modifiers, that's fine. They go down here, they walk on top of these modifiers. Then there is a tower here, so they go up here, they walk on top of other modifiers. They go like this, they do this, and then they leak. So again, instead of these basics, you could place like freezings, you could play whatever other towers you might need to, and you just force the enemies to go on this very long path. And yeah, that's that's just an example, right? Or something you can do. Remember, you don't have to upgrade all these towers for the debuffs. You don't have to max them out. Also, this missile is just something that I placed. You don't have to place it in your own gameplay. You can start with like a basic tower. You can start in another way. But just remember to exploit and to place as many towers as you can that place debuffs, so in that way you can maximize this bonus, right? And yeah, that's it. So that's the new level mechanics, and let me know, guys, in the comments if I missed something about the new level and what you think about it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. See ya. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.